Now, once you're in the interview, very, very rarely, unless people really don't have a clue what they're doing, they're not really going to look at your resume to judge you any further. What they're judging you on once you get to a job interview is what you're like as a person. They are no longer looking at your technical skills. Like, don't be fooled. Even if they're asking questions about your technical skills, that's not what really they're judging you on. They're judging you on what you're like as a person. The only people they call for interviews are people that are technically qualified for the role. So you're all qualified. As far as they're concerned, if they're talking to 6 candidates, which is kind of the average, right? Any one of those 6 they could hire, and that person on paper would be qualified to do the job as far as they're concerned. When you get to a job interview, you're no longer competing on technical skills. Instead, you're competing on how much they would want to work with you. What are your communication skills like? How professional are you? Are you very charismatic? Are you the type of person they would want to interact with? Is it easy to interact with you? Are you a very accommodating type person? Do you make them feel good about themselves, or is it always like a chore dealing with you? This is the kind of stuff that job interviews are about. That's really what they're looking at. So if you're asking how to make a professional resume that will help you pass, the purpose of the resume is to get the interview. The bottom line, I can't go into everything here, but the bottom line is that you absolutely need to tailor your resume to each job you apply to if you're serious about going after those roles. Some people, they don't want to hear that, but sorry, don't shoot the messenger. You really need to, especially if you're going after posted jobs, because posted jobs get hundreds and hundreds of applicants. They can afford to be very particular. And if they've said in the job posting that they're looking for someone with this, right? And 800 people applied, and they start looking at resumes, right? Whether it's a person looking at it, which is unlikely, or a machine like, AI filter on an ATS looking at it, they're going to be looking for the things that they said they were looking for. So if they said the requirements were this education, these skills, and this experience, they're going to want to see that pretty much exactly on your resume using their lingo. Okay, so you need to make sure that your resume is tailored to that exact thing, assuming you have it, right? Or you can say it. That's what they're looking for. As many of those things as you can say you have, you say that you have them, and you do it right up front in a very prominent way. That's what they're interested in knowing about you. When we start out, we have an ego. We think that a resume is an accurate reflection of who we are. The reality is that it's not about you. They don't care about you. The only thing they care about is, are you a person who has what we want? Oh, you're not? Okay, goodbye. Oh, you are? Okay, well, let's talk more about that. Those things that I'm interested in, let's talk about that. That's their attitude, right? So your resume is not about you. It's about them. This is the sales process. Unfortunately, this is what it is. Welcome to hell. You're in the sales process. That's the approach to take to create your resume. Use AI tools to help you. They can do the heavy lifting. They won't do all the work for you. You still have to be in charge of this process and proofread everything, but it will do the heavy lifting for you. Learn how to do that. Learn how to use ChatGPT if you don't already know. You paste in the job posting, you paste in your resume, and you tell it okay, I want you to take my resume and customize it so that it matches as closely as possible the things that they're saying they want to see in a candidate for that job. Go, and then it does something, and then you fix it up, and you can customize your resume in a very effective way, and you can do it very quickly. So you can apply for, you can still apply for a lot of jobs, but they're all with tailored applications. Okay, so that's what I would say. That's the general approach. Learn all you can about that process, start doing it, and the more you do of it, the better and more efficient you will get.